Ever felt that sting of seeing someone else's success overshadow your own? Ben did, consumed by comparing his grades. But in this story, watch as he learns a powerful lesson: to run his own race, at his own pace. Discover how shifting focus from competition to personal growth unlocks true potential and lasting fulfillment. The university hallway buzzed with nervous energy as Ben pushed through the crowd. Exam scores were up, and his heart hammered against his ribs. He told himself it didn't matter, but deep down, he craved the validation of being the best. His eyes darted across the posted scores, searching for his name. 95%. A wave of relief washed over him, quickly followed by a chilling realization. Someone else had done better. Lena. The number taunted him, 97, Lena's score. Suddenly, his own achievement felt insignificant. A knot of resentment tightened in his stomach. He spotted Lena across the hallway, chatting with friends, her face radiant with success. The envy burned hotter. He couldn't understand why her success made him feel like a failure. Back in his dorm room, Ben tried to study, but Lena's score haunted him. He couldn't focus. His thoughts spiraled, filled with what-ifs and self-doubt. Why couldn't he be good enough? He muttered, slamming his textbook shut. The sound echoed in the small room, amplifying his frustration. A memory surfaced his old track coach yelling, "Joe! Stay in your lane, Ben. You can't run faster by watching the guy next to you." The words resonated deeply. He realized he'd been so focused on Lena's lane that he'd lost sight of his own race. Comparison had stolen his joy and replaced it with crippling anxiety. He picked up his exam paper, ignoring the overall score. Instead, he focused on the one question he'd missed. What had he misunderstood? He opened his textbook, determined to understand the concept he had missed. Not to beat Lena, but to genuinely learn. As he studied, a sense of calm washed over him. The anxiety began to dissipate, replaced by the satisfaction of understanding. Learning wasn't a competition, it was a personal journey. The real race was against his own limits and doubts. His goal wasn't to be better than Lena, but to be better than he was yesterday. Growth, not comparison, was the key. He smiled, feeling a calm he hadn't felt before. He was ready to run his own lane, at his own pace. The next day, Ben walked into class with a different mindset. He was there to learn, not to compete. He saw Lena in the hallway and approached her. He wanted to understand her perspective, not resent her success. "Hey Lena," he said, "I wanted to ask how you approached the last exam. I'm trying to improve." Lena smiled. "I'd be happy to share my study techniques. It's not about competition, but supporting each other." They found a quiet corner of the library and began discussing study methods. Ben realized they had a lot to learn from each other. Ben learned that Lena used mind maps and spaced repetition, techniques he'd never tried. Lena, in turn, appreciated Ben's methodical approach to problem solving. They complemented each other perfectly. As they studied together, Ben realized that success wasn't a solo endeavor. Collaboration and support were just as important. The next exam scores were posted. Ben checked his score, a sense of calm replacing the usual anxiety. He had improved significantly, but more importantly, he felt proud of his progress, regardless of the number. He saw Lena and gave her a thumbs up. She smiled back, acknowledging his achievement and their shared journey. Ben realized that focusing on his own lane had not only improved his grades, but also enriched his learning experience. He continued to collaborate with Lena and other classmates, creating a supportive and enriching learning environment. Ben learned that true success wasn't about being the best, but about becoming the best version of himself. And in his own lane, Ben discovered the joy of learning, the power of collaboration, and the peace of self-acceptance. He was ready to continue running his own race at his own pace, embracing the journey of growth and self-discovery.